Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How to be a nice person, according to a psychologist. If you're a nice person, put your hand up right now. All hands up. I don't blame you. Nobody wants to be an asshole. Can I get a hello there? We got a question in. Someone wrote in saying they are a super nice person. They've always done what their parents and friends wanted them to do, but they've forgotten what they want to do. They say they are very polite, but sometimes people mistaken their kindness for weakness. They want to know what to do about that. Let me share with you what helped me along my journey. I used to be a super nice person too, until I realized that, hey, what is even more important than being nice is being authentic, is being real. And that's what becoming your greatest version is all about. Now, there's a reason why a lot of us, we want to be nice people. Do you remember the cookie jar? You were very young, and if you wanted that cookie, you had to be very well behaved, really well behaved. Okay, then you got the cookie. So we equate being nice to getting prizes and being bad to getting no prizes. So sometimes we are nice because we know it gets us what we want. So you have to ask yourself, are you being nice because you have an agenda to get something? Or are you being nice because it's coming from a genuine, authentic place? That's the greatest question to ask yourself. Because thank goodness for wonderful people on planet Earth. Can I get another hello there? There are problems only nice people have. What's the first problem? They are expert people pleasers. To be a nice person, you have to become a professional people pleaser. What happens when you are fulfilling everyone else's demands and needs? Sometimes you neglect your inner needs. And therefore, you also become resentful to people who are asking you all of these demandful questions and things to do, and you're like, get out of my face. I realize that you can't please everyone. And along my journey, I know people resonate with me, some people don't. But I'm not here for you to be happy all the time. I'm here to express myself authentically. At the same time, I'm pretty reasonable. But a lot of us, we go out of our way to make sure everybody is satisfied. Everybody is super happy. But in the process, we move away from our authenticity. The second problem is you're afraid to say no. To be a nice person, never say no. Just say yes. Because the more yeses you say, the more nice you are. Nobody likes to sometimes break it to you. And along my journey, sometimes people would tell me the truth, and I thought, gosh, they were horrible. But actually, they were very nice people. You see, sometimes we confuse what is nice and what is real, what is good and what is bad. When we lose that, we realize it's not a matter of black or white here. It's a matter of authentic or inauthentic. And sometimes when you can be very authentic, when someone says, hey, do you want to go out? Yes. Really, you want to say, no, I'm not sure. I'll think about it later. Be patient. Hey, you don't want to do that though, because you're a nice person. Nice people never say no. find your expression, find your unique voice, and realize that you have nothing to lose because your real friends are always going to be there. If you say no, it's not going to be the end of the world, right? The third problem is that you care way too much what other people think about you. So to be a nice person, take everything to heart. Remind yourself everything is personal. Because many nice people carry the world on their shoulders, the opinions of other people on their shoulders. Once again, we want to please people, right? I realized doing that was a recipe for disaster. Why? Because it leaves you feeling tired. I'm not here to make everyone love me. I'm only here to really share my authentic self with the world and at the same time connect with great people. And I respect them for who they are. It's all about being you, not necessarily being nice. That's the secret. Because if you care to the point where you're afraid, you see, many of us are nice because we have a fear of being alone. A lot of us, we're nice because we have a fear of not fitting in. A lot of us, we're nice because we're told that is more socially acceptable. So you have these stories of good girl gone bad, good guy gone bad, and we think, we're shocked, we're disgusted. What happened to them? Life is what happened to them. Experience is what happened to them. Because this whole image we've created of them in our minds is now being shattered. The fourth problem is that we never want to let people down. Gosh, that must be torture. We never want to offend people, so I call it tiptoeing. We're tiptoeing around all the time. And when you do that, yes, your feet start to hurt, but more so, you don't walk boldly. So I've seen in becoming my greatest version, you've got to walk boldly. You've got to realize that, hey, we're not living in a perfect world, we're living in a perfect earth. You see, the fifth problem is that many nice people just want to be righteous all the time. Mr. Righteous, Mrs. Righteous. You see, whenever you see yourself as righteous, you've now given yourself a label. You've put yourself in a box which is very difficult to get out of. I spoke about clearing your mind, how the first thing I say is that I am not my thoughts. Why do I say that? Because if I say I am righteous, now I'm terrified to be anything other than what I think is righteous. So therefore, you always have to be a nice person. Do you know how much pressure that creates on you? That's why you have a lot of so-called goody-goodies. They say, actually, I don't want to do this. Because all the people who are having fun, they're crazy. I want to do that. And now they become liberated. Because now they're stepping more into their authenticity. They're doing what their heart really wants to do, as opposed to what other people want them to do. Whenever we're so righteous all the time, holier than thou, then people begin to expect certain things from us, certain ways of behavior. Family, friends, the next door neighbor, and the cat down the road. But can you be wild and free? For me, I've seen that's where inner liberation takes place. I say What is more important than being nice is being authentic. Hey, and that's nice anyway. That's good enough. Most of the times, hey, we are friendly people as human beings. Thank goodness for all the amazing people out there. Have a wonderful day. We are here. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.